channel. I'm an average Joe and I play games. And welcome to another episode of Destiny Deconstructed, where I break down the technical aspects of the game. And today I'm going to be talking about the best loadout for killing Vex enemies. So let's get into it. And as usual, let's start talking about the top Vex threats. Now, the first thing you need to know about the Vex is that they are a swarming enemy. You will not face just one Vex enemy at a time. They will come in wave upon wave of enemies. And that will influence my recommendations a little later on in the video. But as far as individual enemies go, Hobgoblins are your top threat. They are the snipers of the Vex. They can take you out in one or two shots, and so you have to be careful of them, particularly because the Vex do swarm. You can face 2 or 3 Hobgoblins at a time, and if they can get the shots on you in the right order, you can be nearly insta-killed by Hobgoblins, so you do have to be careful of them. Minotaurs and Praetorians are up next just because they are the bullet sponges. And as a little side note, the Praetorian name annoys me because it doesn't fit with the Vex. All of the other Vex enemies, their names come from, mythical, creatures. So Minotaur is a mythical creature, right? A Praetorian is related to the Roman guard that guarded Caesar back in the days of the Roman Empire. Well, the Cabal have Roman, legion names. Why are Vex enemies called Praetorians? But all right, I digress. Let's get back on topic. So Minotaurs, Praetorians, they're bullet sponges. You have to watch out for them. Anyone who has played the Vaulted Glass raid know how annoying supplicants are. Not because they deal a lot of damage with their normal attacks, but because they can do, kamikaze suicide runs and blow you up. So you have to watch out for supplicants. And Hydras are similar to Phalanxes. Because they have their shields, they can be somewhat annoying. Because right when you want to engage them, their shield may be in the way and you're not able to get damage on them. They don't deal a considerable amount of damage. They're not like the Hobgoblins. They can't one-shot you, even though they do kind of have the rapid-fire attack. So you do have to be careful around Hydras and engage them. Make sure that you have some cover to duck behind while their shield is up, so you're not just taking damage while their shield is facing you. As far as shields go, Minotaurs and Praetorians are the main ones you have to worry about with their void damage shields. Harpies can have arc shields, but for the life of me, I cannot ever remember a Harpy having a shield in a strike or in the raid. The only time I've really seen this is when you are on the Mars patrol. Sometimes you'll encounter Harpies that do have arc damage shields, so you don't really have to include this as a consideration in your loadout unless if you're going to be doing a ton of patrol on Mars. And each class brings something to the table when fighting Vex enemies. I like Titan magnetic grenades because they deal void damage, so a single magnetic grenade can strip away the shield of a Minotaur or a Praetorian. Because the Vex are a swarming type enemy, no backup plans is going to really help you out, particularly if you take advantage of the special ability of no backup plans to increase your force barrier duration. If you missed my video on no backup plans, click the annotation on the screen now or wait till the end of the video and then click it. And then you can see how you can abuse no backup plans to become an orb generating monster. If you don't like Defender Titans, if Striker Titan is your cup of tea, I guess Fist of Havoc would be okay. I don't really like Striker Titans, so I am less authoritative there. Warlocks, the bread and butter, is going to be your Nova Bombs and your Vortex Grenades because they deal void damage. And a Claws of Ahamkara energy drain build is also going to work out very well because you're going to have so many targets that you can melee, particularly the weaker goblins that will be surrounding you a ton. For Hunters, your Combustion Keyhole is going to take out wave upon wave of enemies. That is always fun to clear out a group of Vex enemies. And Chain of Woe will also help you because you can chain multiple kills together on the weaker enemies. Now to the good part, the loadout. I really like Bad Juju to go against Vex enemies because you're going to have so many targets that you can really take advantage of the String of Curses perk and really accelerate the earning of your next super ability. If you don't like Bad Juju, or if you don't have it, or if you would like an exotic in one of your other slots, any legendary or exotic weapon will work here. One perk to look out for is anything that has explosive rounds because those will deal splash damage and you'll get a lot of mileage out of that. And similar to the Cabal, the Vex do not have a melee type enemy, and so in general they're not going to get up into your face. So because of that, I like to take a sniper rifle in my secondary slot. Any void damage sniper rifle will do because I have an exotic in my primary slot. I take any legendary sniper rifle that I have. If you're running the Vaulted Glass, Praedyth's Revenge works out really well because of the bonus damage against oracles. But if you have another legendary sniper, particularly a 333 or 331, damage sniper, that will work out well as your secondary. And last up in my heavy slot, I really like to take a legendary void damage machine gun here. Again, I'm using a legendary because I've already used my exotic slot in my primary for bad juju. And I like a machine gun over a rocket launcher here because you tend to face multiple minotaurs either at the same time or one right after the other. And with the legendary machine gun, what I can do is I can strip off their shield and then switch to my primary or my secondary to finish them off. And I get more mileage out of my heavy ammo because I can, out of one heavy ammo pack, I can engage 3 or 4 minotaurs. Whereas if I had a rocket launcher, they would all have to be clumped together and you'd have to get splash damage with one rocket in order to get the same amount of kills per heavy ammo pack that you do with the machine gun. Hopefully that made sense. Alright, well that is my recommended loadout for killing Vex enemies. I hope you guys found it useful. As always, leave a comment down in the comment section below with your favorite loadout for engaging Vex enemies, and let me know if I missed something or if I got something wrong. Always love to hear that feedback. And hit that subscribe button, follow me on Twitter, do whatever it is you guys do, and we'll see you in the next game.